For the last 20 years, Tom Lewis and his foundation donated millions to Arizona State University, even creating a center with his name on it. And back in February, that center hosted a health, wealth, and happiness event featuring conservative speakers. Well, you can imagine what happened next, right? The faculty freaked out. They claimed that the speakers were purveyors of hate. Then the school later fired the executive director who organized the event. So on June 30th, Tom Lewis pulled his yearly $400,000 donation. Tom joins us exclusively now. He's also the author of Solid Ground. Tom, it's great to see you tonight. Why'd you pull the donation?
Well, Laura, I've been a big fan of colleges for 20 years. I had a great experience myself in college back in the early 70s, and it meant a lot to me. I actually got a scholarship to go to college at the University of Kentucky, and it changed my life. And so I've been a big fan of universities in general, and have been a big donor for 20 years. But I've finally just kind of had enough, and I've seen what's really happening there, and it's not a pretty picture. And I'd be happy to go into it with you.
Yeah, so very quickly, I mean, faculty were completely up in arms, and the person who actually organized this event was terminated.
Right, and Ann Atkinson is a wonderful executive director for that program, but she is a conservative lady, and she was pushing some conservative speakers to come to the university, and there weren't many of them, but the university is just intolerable of the voice from the right, and we learned that in spades when we put on this event with Charlie Kirk and Dennis Prager, and it just drove them crazy. They number one, they don't want donors to meddle with the classroom, and they don't want conservative speakers to speak on campus. And if they do, they try to limit what they say, and they don't want them to say anything that would offend some of their students.
But they want your money, Tom. They want your money, no questions asked, no strings attached. Right. By the way, the official you just talked about addressed Arizona State lawmakers yesterday about how bad it really was at this school. Watch this.
The Barrett faculty took their condemnation campaign into the classrooms. The Barrett faculty viciously and publicly attacked Lewis Center donors. The Barrett deans censored speech.
Tom, censored speech. Attack the donor,
yes.
That's you.
Yeah, that's right. And, I think the problem we have here is that faculty at most public universities are given a complete free rein in the classroom. And a lot of them are radical. A lot of them don't really want to teach. But they've also redefined academic freedom. That used to mean a faculty's right to pursue truth in their discipline without opposition. But they've changed the definition of that to do whatever they want, whenever they want, to whoever they want. And so they think they have this superior freedom that they can intimidate students and other people they don't agree with.
Yeah, they're unaccountable. Unaccountable. Tom, I want you to see what ASU posted yesterday about free speech.
It can be noisy and uncomfortable, but in a free society, universities must be safe places that encourage civil public discourse. The heart of ASU's charter is a commitment to inclusion. That means everybody.
Tom, I mean, I've heard from friends that ASU had been doing a good job, but what happened?
Well, they talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and I think the LGBT movement has really chilled students that are not of that thinking, and that they really, they want to include the LGBT students, but they want to exclude anybody that doesn't embrace and love that concept. And so they're including 10% of the students and excluding, 80%. And so that's the nonsense that is happening, and it's time people speak out. It's time people raise their hand.
Tom, you're leading the way
right.
because I think it's time for donors to do exactly what you did. Thank you for doing what you did and for coming on tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.